Good evening, I'm Jason Manford. Welcome to Have I Got Sport For You? An idea so good it only took 34 years for someone to come up with it. Tonight we'll take a sporting look back at the last 12 months of drugs, controversy and sleaze, and that's just a bit about Premier League refs. Fucking ref, fucking. In the sports news this year, a new report by eminent psychologists rejects the notion that men take sport too seriously. In Derbyshire, one umpire finally proves that no one really understands the rules of cricket.
Oh, you can't do that.
And after his last game as England manager, Lee Carsley's leaving do takes a turn for the worse. Let's meet tonight's teams. With John Richardson, it's legendary England fast bowler Stuart Broad and Paralympic cyclist and celebrity MasterChef champion Kadina Cox. And joining Maisie Adam are boxing's answer to Donald Trump, Eddie Hearn, and Olympic heptathlon silver medalist Katarina Johnson-Thompson. Round one is the disciplinary panel, where we grumble about the teams or individuals over the past year who didn't do quite as well as we wanted them to. So, Maisie, Katarina and Eddie, watch this and tell me who it is, and should we let them off or tell them off?
OK. Oh, bless her.
Very good.
Oh. Oh, it's worse with each time, isn't it? This is Ray Gunn, isn't it, from this year's Olympics. This is why I think you've got to really respect, like, the broadcast and the commentators at things like the Olympics, because they are able to just sort of continue with such poise and professionalism without saying stuff like, is that really breakdancing? I don't know. I don't know how anybody watched that with a straight face. I really don't.
Why do you think, specifically, why do you think her performance was mocked?
You just watched it, Jason.
Was it something the Olympians talked about?
It was like an urban myth. I was going around the Olympic Village trying to find her, in all honesty.
Oh, like Slender Man. He was like, does she even exist?
If you say Ray Gunn 3 times in the mirror, she appears behind you going...
She's actually retired since as well. Very sad.
No, you know what it is? They've taken this out the Olympics for 2028 now, and I think she feels, like, solely responsible.
Well, she is responsible. Not solely.
It does seem a bit of a shame. To make a mockery of breakdancing feels a bit sniffy on behalf of the breakdancing community. I thought they were all like...
Didn't know you were part of the breakdancing community.
That's where I got my bald spot. Practising that spin. Yeah. I'd say I get some speed up.
Head judge Martin Gillian praised her originality and celebration of her roots, saying she got inspired by her surroundings, which in this case, for example, was a kangaroo.
I must admit, I quite enjoyed watching it because having a few sporting battles against the Aussies, I don't mind them being bad at things.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Which was really
I reckon
bad.
we could take them at breakdancing, is that what you're saying?
I couldn't.
No, I'm not saying that. On the other end of the scale, Katarina, you had your best Olympics to date. How did that feel?
It was a really good time for me. It was the second best ever score, silver medal. I've been to 4 Olympics, never got a medal, and this time, yeah, I'm glad to bring something home.
Smashed it, mate.
And Kadina, another gold medal to add to your tally at this year's Paralympics. That's amazing as well. Phenomenal. How many is that now? 5. Unbelievable. What was it like this year?
Normally I compete pretty much from the beginning until the end, doing the 2 sports, but because I only did 1 sport this time, we went into the village and I'd already competed, so I was just living the dream. So I was just walking around, you know, getting a Costa with my face on it, you know, eating the muffins.
Would you be, like, swanning around wearing the medal?
No.
Really?
If I had Kadina's medals, I'll be wearing them all the time.
Stuart, cricket's going to be back at the Olympics in 2028. Why?
Yeah, no idea, really. But look forward to it. It's LA, isn't it?
Yeah.
The next Olympics.
Do you think they'll tempt you back out of retirement? And
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, no.
This isn't happening, let's be honest. 2028 in America, they don't need breakdancing, the whole country is going to be broken.
Hey, this is the sport one. OK. Just remember where we are. Remember where we are. Andy Murray's final appearance was at the Paris Olympics representing Team GB in the men's doubles alongside Den Evans. After his retirement, what did he post?
Oh, it was something so simple, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He said, I never even liked tennis anyway.
That was it.
He didn't look like he liked tennis, to be fair.
Yeah, he went method.
The retirement this year of Murray, as well as Rafael Nadal, is a real shot in the arm for Novak Djokovic, though, of course, he won't accept it. John, Stuart and Kadina, here's something for you to look at.
Oh, you'll upset me now.
Oh.
Looking back on when we first met. It doesn't want to come home. And there's beautiful, beautiful Gareth.
How did he upset the nation?
By giving hope to people who frankly don't deserve it.
To be fair, you know, his record in tournaments is semi-final, final, quarter-final, final.
And the quarter-final was Qatar, so that was a political statement as well.
Oh, I see.
That was him saying, I'll do it, but I'm not going to try my bestest.
They made it look like hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every game was just painful to watch.
Go on, Kadina, don't hold
I know what you mean, though, yeah. Well, there were 3 exciting moments in the whole tournament.
Bellingham's kick.
Bellingham's
overhead.
What a moment that was. Cole Palmer's equaliser in the final.
Yep.
And Saka's equaliser against Switzerland. That's what we're saying is the 3 favourite ones. Would you like to see my Euros highlight?
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
I wish they'd take that screen down, then we'd see all the punters. But if they took the screen down, they wouldn't be able to watch the game, would they?
Our heads. They wouldn't turn up for that.
No, you definitely no one wants to see the back of your head these days, do they, Frank?
not.
That's for sure. Germany, do you think they're stronger favourites than perhaps we thought at the start?
If we zoom in here, you can actually see the moment Frank Lampard's heart breaks.
No one wants to see the back of your head these days, do they, Frank?
not.
That's for sure. Germany, do you think they're stronger favourites than perhaps we thought at the start?
Also this year, former Republic of Ireland midfielder Lee Carsley replaced Southgate as the interim manager. What did he refuse to do before his first match in charge?
Sing the national anthem.
That's right. He said he didn't do it because he wanted to stay focused on the match ahead.
How into it do you think he was going to get? Still singing it an hour later.
Well, that's the whole thing with Tuchel, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Is he going to sing it or not? And people really
Sing
lose their
it!
minds, yeah.
Sing our song! Sing our king! Like, well, it's all right, man. They've got their own. It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
He's already said Tuchel, he said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do because I recognise your anthem is very emotional. You're like,
Yeah.
I already don't trust your judgment.
So, as we said, Thomas Tuchel is taking over as England manager. Some fans, would you believe, are not happy about it. And they often ring Talk Sport.
Tuchel's in charge. What do you think?
Oh, it's all over. Done. That's me done. 55. Been watching England, supporting England since my granddad took my hand and took me along to the first game at Wembley against Russia. I'm a working man. I love my wife. I love my family. I work all the overtime hours I have to get tickets to go to a game, and it all means nothing. I'm not watching an England team with a German manager. That's it. Done.
None of what he said was really relevant. Why does Tuchel being the English manager maybe make you love your wife less?
So that was Gareth Southgate's failure to win the Euros. Before becoming England manager, Southgate was famous for missing a penalty that knocked us out of the competition. But he's now managed to put all that to bed by getting us knocked out of 4 more.
Oh, jeez.
Furious. Sorry, John. One of England's iconic goals from the 2024 Euros was scored by Ivan Toney when he took a penalty without looking. Coincidentally, a technique first used by Gareth Southgate against Germany. Time now for the most prestigious award of the sporting calendar, the inaugural Have I Got Sport For You Alternative Sports Personality of the Year. Needs some work. We've conducted a poll on X, and after crunching the numbers and counting literally tens of votes, we have arrived at a top 3. Here is the shortlist. Former Man United manager Erik ten Hag, head coach of the US women's national team Emma Hayes, boxer Daniel Dubois, retired cricketer Jimmy Anderson, Paralympian Jodie Grinham, and Saudi cultural minister Turki Al-Sheikh. So, who made the top 3? Maisie, Katerina and Eddie, you can go first.
Let's go Emma Hayes.
Emma Hayes, OK.
Let's go Emma Hayes.
And why have you gone for Emma Hayes? Tell us.
Well, she's gone from Chelsea, where she's reigned supreme, to managing the women's US team. And she went straight into the Olympics and immediately...
Yeah, took over, like, really late on, and then...
with, like, weeks to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad. Yeah.
See Kamala Harris, it is possible. Emma Hayes, you're quite right, is the former manager of Chelsea Women and now head coach of the United States women's national team. And she's won her 5th successive Women's Super League title with Chelsea, an Olympic gold medal with the US. She's the only Chelsea manager not to be sacked after 6 months. Really well. In October, Hayes won the Ballon d'Or for Women's Coach of the Year. Which footballer is the award named after?
Johan Cruyff?
Yeah, top women's footballer, Johan Cruyff is there. So Emma Hayes did make the podium in 3rd spot. So well done to you guys. Very good. John, Karina and Stuart, who do you want?
Should we pick your friend?
Could do, can we?
Yeah, we'll have Turki Al-Sheikh.
Go on. Very good.
Let's go for another beautiful, beautiful patriot, Jimmy Anderson.
Jimmy Anderson, OK. So, in March, Jimmy Anderson became the 3rd bowler in history to get 700 Test match wickets. Impressive stuff. Stuart, you came close, though. How many did you get?
Just over 600.
604. That's not bad at all. Very good.
And I tell you what, if you asked Jimmy Anderson, would you swap the last 100 to have got a 6 with your last ball with the bat and an over with your last ball? He would have absolutely done that. That's a
Well, do you know what? Funny, I was going to ask you about that. It was almost engineered, the end there. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was... I actually don't think I could have written the script myself, to be honest. It was an amazing way to finish. You know, England versus Australia, which was a dream to play in anyway. But, yeah, to win a game with my last ever ball taking a wicket was pretty cool.
Let's go back to Jimmy Anderson. How was his retirement announced?
Was he just not picked?
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, it was enforced. He said he felt like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, ushered into a room under the impression that he was going to get made, only to be shot.
Just the way you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Stuart, if you were going through a spell of not taking any wickets, what would you do to try and turn it around? What's the one thing you go for?
I feel like you know this and it's going to embarrass me.
Not at all. You wrote it.
If I was going through a bad run of form, I'd swap the aftershave I was using.
Yeah, you said you grabbed the aftershave from your bag and gave myself 3 sprays before I went out. Douche, douche, douche. There was an evolution of aftershaves, with changes coming every time I felt a bit low on wickets. First, I flipped to Paco Rabanne's Invictus, because the bottle looked like a trophy. Then one Christmas, my mum bought me Chanel Blue, and I liked the fact the blue matched my England cap, so that one stayed for about 7 years. Many an umpire paid me the compliment of being the best-smelling cricketer on the circuit. I like it.
It's a good book. It's a good book.
Look, I've written a book, and it's hard to get to your word count, so fair play. Jimmy Anderson did, in fact, make the podium in 2nd spot, so well done to you guys. Very good. Maisie, Katerina and Eddie, your turn. Who do you fancy off our podium?
I mean, you're here, Eddie. I think we've...
I just think, although Turki Al-Sheikh has made a major financial contribution to boxing, to fighters, and to my company and myself, it would actually take someone with a real lack of integrity to pick him, so I'm going to pick him.
I'm sorry, I'm absolutely overruling you here, and I'm going to go Daniel Dubois.
Oh, right, that's it, I'm going.
For people who don't know, what's he done this year?
beat someone up and won lots of money for it. It's amazing.
He beat Anthony Joshua in 5 rounds to retain his IBF heavyweight title at Wembley Stadium, despite having been the pre-betting underdog going into the fight.
Yeah, thanks for that picture. Marvellous.
It wasn't all bad news, though, Eddie. Katie Taylor brought a bit of dignity to the recent Tyson-Jake Paul clash in November. You must have been pleased with that.
Oh, she's an ultimate hero of mine. She's an amazing athlete. She won gold at London 2012 for the first time that it was allowed. She's undisputed at lightweight, undisputed at super lightweight. I think she's the greatest athlete of all time from Ireland.
I love that.
Did anybody stay up to watch the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight?
Even Tyson didn't.
You can say what you want about Mike Tyson, though. He is the life and soul of a party. You know, he's one of nature's sunbeams, isn't he? Here he is being interviewed by a bright-eyed TikToker.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. It's absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
He gives quite a long answer as well, doesn't he, to be fair? It's quite a wordy answer. We should have ended with, sorry to chew your ear off, but...
In 2021, Anthony Joshua and our own Eddie Hearn announced a new promotional deal to last until the end of the boxer's career, which turned out to be the 5th round against Dubois. And if you know Anthony, please tell him I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, Daniel did not make the final 3, so bad luck there. Next guest, please, John's team.
I mean, personally, I've been very inspired by what Erik ten Hag has achieved this year.
As a Leeds United fan?
As a Leeds United fan, I think he should have been given longer to finish the job.
In October, Erik was sacked by Manchester United with the club 14th in the Premier League, with just 3 wins from their opening 9 matches, totalling 2.5 years of bringing joy to the rest of football. Let's remind ourselves of the moment that the bubble burst for Erik. After completing his £1.25 billion takeover of United, Sir Jim Ratcliffe sacked another high-profile name in a cost-cutting exercise. Who was that?
Oh, Alex Ferguson?
It was Alex Ferguson,
yes.
yeah. Sir Alex, who's been milking the club for £2 million a year for the last 11 years. Just to sit in the stands with a face like a boiling vat of tomato soup. Can you name any other cost-cutting measures they've implemented so far?
Yeah, all the celebration parties, they've been cancelled.
Yes.
Well, the trophy parade, that's gone, they're not doing that.
It's the first time I've seen proper glee in your face. Yes, allegedly there have been over 250 redundancies and agency staff no longer receive a complimentary lunchbox for their shift.
Oh.
You wait till Marcus Rashford hears about this. So that was Erik ten Hag, who was sacked by Manchester United in October. People say he was a bad manager, but in his defence was Harry Maguire. So what was he supposed to do? Erik did make it onto the podium in no less than the top spot, so well done to you guys. Let's see the final lineup on the podium. 3rd place, Emma Hayes. 2nd, Jimmy Anderson. In top spot, Erik ten Hag. And now, at last, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the dartboard of minority sport. In this round, we'll be combining the pure skill of professional darts with the cutting-edge CGI to ask our teams to identify stories from some of the more niche sporting events this year, inspired by the Doge of Darts, Luke Littler. When you hear someone's breathed new life into darts, you just assume it's going to be a paramedic. John, do you want to throw a dart?
Who at? I'm going to throw it like Mensur Suljovic.
Oh, look at that magic. Any idea what sport that is?
Oh, he's got something between his legs.
It looks like Quidditch,
It's like
doesn't it?
like the broom,
Quidditch, isn't it?
What do you reckon, John Steve? I think I heard you just say it.
Quidditch?
That's exactly right. It was Quidditch. Well done. It's actually called quad ball now. Each team has 7 players on the pitch. Can you name the 4 positions? Go for it.
You've got your seekers, your beaters, your chasers.
Chasers,
your keeper,
beaters.
right? Did I say that?
No, that's the one.
Keeper.
And the keeper. Well done. Fantastic. There's also, interestingly, never has so much work been done by the word interestingly. There is also an impartial role of a flag runner whose sole job is to run on the pitch 20 minutes into the game in all yellow with a tennis ball attached to their shorts, acting as the snitch.
That does happen to you at a certain age.
Eddie's thinking, can I sell this to Saudi?
I was thinking... Hello. Is that turkey a la shake? Your Excellency? Hello? Go on.
I feel like they'd have more beaters.
Very good. The creator, Alex Benepi, gave a TED Talk. I mean, they will give TED Talks to anybody. Where he made a certain claim about quad ball. What was it?
He just said something ludicrous like, one day this will be at Wembley, or this will be the most popular sport.
Olympic sport.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you a point there, John, because he actually said, I believe that Quidditch can truly emerge one day as one of the biggest, if not the biggest sport in the world, and in the process of being globally embraced, change the way that humanity works for the better.
That is a man after my own heart.
That's right, quad ball, which recently changed its name from Quidditch due to J.K. Rowling's outspoken views, because apparently people who run around Clapham pretending they're wizards on broomsticks can feel shame. Very good. OK. Very good. Shall we have another throw of a dart, Maisie? We have got an audience, just don't... Oh, you got...
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yes!
I've been to this.
You've been to it?
I've been to this.
What is it?
It's professional hobby horsing. And it's every bit as insane in real life. We filmed a pilot for this show and we turned up to this sports hall where all of this stuff was set up. And then this woman came in. She had these 3 hobby horses, right? 2 of them were like jet black horses. One was sort of tan-coloured. And she'd named them. She went, this is Miss Chief, like, as a play on words. Like, this is Miss Chief. This one is Misunderstanding. So I went to the 3rd one. I was like, oh, this one could be Misdemeanor. And she looked at me, dead-eyed, and she went, well, no, because they're not siblings. Die happy because I've seen this sport.
Well, luckily, we can all die happy because we've got a clip.
Oh, yes! I love it.
I think I could be good at that, you know.
That is honestly the narrative arc we all want. KJ post-heptathlete then becomes professional.
If it's in 2028, maybe I can get a gold there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Absolutely.
How do you think it works? What's the?
We're sort of cynical about it, but now I think about it, it's more of a sport than actual horse sport because the horse is doing most of the work. They're doing all of that.
Yeah.
Well, why bother with the horse?
Well, you'd look ridiculous without the fake horse. Those people need some dignity.
Time now for the missing words round. I'm going to show you a quote, post, or a bit of punditry from this year, and I want you to fill in the gaps. First up, what's missing from this quote? 1 in 4 Brits convinced they could what?
I think I know this. It's they can qualify for an Olympic Games.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
No.
That was after the breakdancing.
May as well say, 1 in 4 Brits are overconfident men. That feels like that could also be said.
I really wish that they would take just one random person from the crowd and put them into an event.
What is it, 10 lanes or something? If you put, like, just Jeff...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a good idea.
And you just get picked at random for it.
Even, like, in events like high jump and stuff, that would be really fun to watch. I just thought of another one, like the proper athletes could just have one of those fake horses in between the legs. And maybe, like, still beat the random Jeff.
I would watch that.
Yeah, we both do the high jump, but you've got to have a hobby horse.
For the next one, can you tell me, according to this BBC Sport post, Birmingham City manager Wayne Rooney sacked by...
Everyone he's ever worked for. By the time this goes out, Plymouth as well, I think.
Birmingham City's the clue as well. Think of the Midlands.
A Peaky Blinder.
I'm going to give you a point for that,
No.
Stuart. Yeah, well done.
What?
By order of the Peaky Blinders. Very good.
When you said think of the Midlands, my brain went by Alison Hammond.
What's missing from this line from Eddie Hearn's book, Relentless, 12 Rounds to Success? Not once in my career have I what? It's become my trademark.
Do you know it?
He didn't write it. What are you talking about?
Taking less than 20%.
Very good. It's something to do with journalists.
Not once in my career have I had notes in a press conference.
That's exactly right. Well done. Spoken at a press conference with notes. Eddie's book is a lot like his boxers. Once you put it down, it stays down.
Cheap now. Very cheap, yeah. Genuinely saw it for $2.99 the other day.
Have you ever seen one of your DVDs in the charity shop?
I took him in.
That is the end of the show, and the final scores are Maisie's team with 8 points, John's team with 9. Well done. Thanks to our teams, John Richardson, Stuart Broad and Kadina Cox, Maisie Adam, Eddie Hearn and Katarina Johnson-Thompson. Before we go, there's just time to tell you. In Manchester, one enthusiastic City fan regrets breaking into the training ground to get closer to Jack Grealish. At his future son-in-law's stag do, Roy Keane arrives a bit late.
Sweet Caroline, da, da, da. Good times never
And there's some good news for British sport as we finally win our first medal at the World Recycling Championships. Good night.